Hello everybody, how's it going? BigLT here. Welcome back to another food review. And I can finally do this because I've been looking for it everywhere. This is a Reese's potato chips baked cup. And because I don't know if Scotty's going to be watching, well, he probably will, but it's just, I don't remember if Scotty has done this yet before, and if he has, I probably forgot because, again, I've been looking for this everywhere. I did find the caramel one, where that's already on the channel though, of course, obviously. But mainly when I look for food reviews, I'm always looking at Walmart. I'm not looking at the other place half the time. So, and this was at the other place this whole time. I even got some bottled water that I'll be doing too. And there's a food review later in the month with Scotty and the Groby when we go to Scotty's place for his birthday and for NXT's. But anyway, it's just a Reese's peanut butter cup. Let's start the show. Also, before I actually get to that, I know that's what the thing about the video is. Apologies, because this is probably going to take a few days. But I am currently busy on a game that I'm trying to officially finally wrap up on. I've been busy with it for the last year, starting over and restarting and everything. And I'm finally getting something done on it now where I'm actually comfortable with everything that's going on with it so far. Yeah, it's what you think. It's Farming Simulator 22. I technically, all I need to do is buy a field so I can put a cereal factory down, buy the grape processing unit, buy 2 fields for grapes and olives, as well as the equipment for those. And I'm debating on the biogas silage plant, but or at least just a biogas in general. But that's like 1.5 mil right there. But anyway, now I'll get down to this. So, I'll eat this first and then I'll say what I'm saying. Crunchy. No roaches in this, is there? Yes, that's from Mouse Hunt. That's where I was getting that from. So, what I was going to say was, after this video goes up, might be a few days before I get everything done. I'd want to say at least by Monday, at the latest. Anything could change between now and then. Of course, obviously, then you'll see more videos being uploaded. The thing is, I'm doing cotton and to turn into fabric, to turn into clothes. And I have to do this on this one field 4 times before I can sell it. So I can make almost 40,000 liters of clothes and sell them all in a tractor trailer. Not a tractor trailer, but it's more of a semi. It's a semi trailer. And I can make like 1.1 mil off of that. And that's on the hot map too, just in case anybody plays the game and wants to know what map I'm playing on. Not to mention, I've been hooked on this game for over a year. Back then, I was playing on the PS5 version of the game, and by the time summer was rolling around, my PlayStation started getting the it's too hot. It's getting too hot warning, and I've been trying to fix that problem so much. And speaking of which, that reminds me, Genshin's now doing that now too. I went on to play with a friend, and not 5 minutes in, my PlayStation started getting too hot. And that's the thing, like, I've been doing everything that people say to do with your PlayStation. Cleaning out the dust. Like, that's like the big one I can think of. It's like, clean the dust out, which I checked. There is no dust. Never was. Some people even say stuff like, "Oh, put it like so many distance away from, you know, like a TV or a wall or something," and that doesn't help either. It still gets too hot. The only thing that's actually keeping it from being too hot is if I open up the window during winter time when it's cool out, so that way the cool air hits the PlayStation and keeps it from getting too hot. The only way to do that during the summer is if I were to have my air conditioner on. But let's be honest, it's winter. Why in the world would I want to keep the window open 24/7 just to keep the PlayStation cool so it doesn't overheat? No. I'm not doing that. There's even one person that said try plugging in the PlayStation to the main outlet, not a circuit breaker. Did that, didn't work. I tried a bunch of things to get my PlayStation to stop overheating, and it's not working. And this is the thing, because I wanted to play Farming Simulator 22 with the PS5 version of the game because of the little faster loading times and all that stuff. But the system doesn't like that. I'm playing the PS4 version of the game, still on the PS5 though, and it doesn't do it. It doesn't do that. So, but everything about it is still the same. It's just the fact that this doesn't have the faster loading times. I don't know what I can do to make it keep it from. I even went into the system settings. This is another thing people said. Go into the system settings and put it in performance mode on the console, and I have that, and it still doesn't do it. There's not a thing anybody's been saying on the internet that actually, or whether I look it up on Google or YouTube or whatever, there's not a dang thing that people have been saying that actually has helped keep the PS5 from overheating. With the exception of one thing, hitting it with some cold air. And I know I could say like, well, why don't you try a fan? It doesn't work. A regular old fan blowing any kind of air at it just doesn't work unless it's cool air. And at the time, with it being winter and everything, not working. What the hell? I got 2 paper cups on this one. I'm not kidding. Like, look. So, here's one, but there's the other. Like, see, here's the other. And just so you know, this is the third one. So you can see, I got 3 of these. Maybe 4. Is there another one in this one? Maybe? Hang on. Yeah, okay, hang on. The other one feels thicker. It does feel thicker, but it's just... Yep, 4. 4 of them. Maybe it's too, maybe because it's a big cup and they need to add an extra, like, paper cup to it so they can, so it remains stable. That's a possibility. Whereas, like, a regular Reese's is a lot smaller and not as big. Maybe they don't need the paper cups to be be as thick for that. Just so you guys are wondering, no, I forgot to get milk. I mean, not in a sense like, oh, I forgot to get milk at the store. No, I just forgot to get milk for the review, for the video, in case I need it. See, look, like, there's nothing. I forgot to grab a glass of milk before I started recording. I know I could just run over there and grab it, but I'm not going to do that. I'll have one more bite and I'll finish the rest of it off camera so you guys can get to we can get to the ratings and everything, and I can upload this video. So everybody's aware that, yeah, I'm going to be a few days, going to try to finish up my Farming Simulator game finally, and I say finally, but there's still, I want to do another map where I want to do more. That's the forestry map. But otherwise, that's another thing I got to worry about. I also been wanting to actually get stuff for some of the equipment for the potatoes and the veggies, but I don't know. I'll think about that one. Because I already had the veggie and potato plant placed down on the map. I wasn't lying when I said I only need to put like 2 more productions down and an orchard full of olives and grapes and equipment for those. But I also got to bring up the equipment for the potatoes and the veggies. So I need to do that as well. I'll see what I'm doing. If I feel like I do need to record, regardless, for any reason, like maybe I should just do this quick recording thing. I'll do that. Actually, I do have something here I can drink, I guess. A little bit of water. Better than nothing. People say it's good for you and everything, and I don't doubt that water's not good for you. It's just that it just tastes terrible to me. And I have people I've talked to that says, yeah, water does taste terrible because of the, I don't know if it's like the chemical, I wouldn't say chemicals, minerals or something. And I know people can say, well, why don't you just get filtered? It still tastes the same to me. There's something about just plain water, no matter how it, unfiltered or filtered, it just tastes terrible. I prefer flavored water as much as I can help it. If I can get flavored water, something that actually draws my interest, like the food reviews we're going to be doing later in the month, then you pique my interest, and then I would get it. The only problem is, out of all the flavored water, this is the only one I like. Not just Vita Ice. I mean, Vita Ice, yes, but only lemon lime flavored. Again, until we get to the food review. Who knows? Maybe I'll like these other ones a lot too, and maybe they can stick around and I can get those just as much. But if they ever discontinue it, I'm going back to this one. I like lemon lime. That's a given. I said I was going to get the rest off camera. What am I doing? Anyway, okay, rating. 8.5. I don't know. I'm just thinking about it. It's like 8.5. It's not bad. I like it enough to give it that, but it's not one of those like, wow, blow the roof off kind of things where I'll be like, yeah, it's 10. You know, not like Scotty where it's like, oh, it's cheese flavored, so I give it a 10 regardless. I love Reese's. I love Reese's. I like everything from Reese's. I can give Reese's a 10 all I want, but this one, it's like, I'm being fair on my own opinions. It's because of it. So because I'm being fair, you know, and I'm not being biased like Scotty does when it comes to cheese, I'm giving it an 8.5. Only because I don't know how to think about it. Here's the thing. I like this. I like the idea of the potato chips and the Reese's and everything, and it's a big cup. I don't have much of a complaint. At least I can't think of one on the top of my head, but it's not going to say, oh, just give it a 10 anyway if you can't think of anything. It's not that. It's just one of those things where it's like, do I want to go back and get more? Maybe not. You know, I prefer the caramel one more than this one, probably because it just tastes good. And if it wasn't that, you know, I just get the regular Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, which that's a 10 on my own, you know, or even the Reese's Pieces. That's also a 10 for me. Because, come on, I mean, I love peanut butter. Peanut butter is delicious. I feel bad for those people who actually have peanut allergies out there that can't have peanut butter. I get that, but you could still technically get cashew butter and still be about the same. It's just made from cashews, and you don't have that allergic reaction. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this food review. Of course, I'm BigLT. I'll see you guys when I'm done, obviously, with the farming simulator stuff, but I'll see you guys next time for another food review later in the month. I do have some other things I do want to bring up too. I actually have another Reese's thing I have to do too sometime. That might be in a day or two because I'll be needing to do that. You know, it's food related, breakfast related, something like that. But anyway, you have a good day. Take care. Bye-bye.